Today we will talk about XRP, XLM, and SHX, and have another example of how they are all interconnected because of some news with Facebook. And yes, I still insist on calling it that. So we have Ripple and Facebook and the Metaverse on the XRPL.
Into Meta today, and we'll talk a little bit about XRP and the connection between these two giants and how this may also go into the future of crypto. You guys do not want to miss it. My name is Paul Bear. Welcome back into Tech Path. Is the connection with XRP. Now, this is something that is really going to tie into, I think, the future of how Meta is going to be laying out the potential of what they're doing with not only the Quest 3, but also a lot of the apps and the projects they're going to be building on this. If you go
Done! By the way, don't forget your rewards. You earned another 15 points. Do you want to collect now?
Oh, of course.
I almost paused it because I thought it was an ad.
I'm here whenever you need me. See you next time.
Earning rewards, earning points, those eventually I think will start to transfer into tokens. That's something that I think will be kind of this next evolution. The other thing that is going to happen,
and that is a thing that Tammy Camp of Stronghold has talked about in the past, being able to tokenize all of these different kinds of rewards points out there.
is the uptake on adoption, because that's a very key component of how this will start to move through, a lot of those very fast bell curves. This is their marketing strategy and how they're going to go about it. Listen in.
The global fitness market sits at almost $88 billion and growing at a rate of 33% per annum. We're targeting a slice of that where consumers want one-on-one training at home or traveling abroad. We'll be launching with a subscription membership with reward incentives for loyalty and referrals. Our initial marketing push will target fitness and lifestyle platforms like TikTok and Instagram in order to build an engaged gym vibe community. We also aim to be first to market on Apple Vision Air due out in 2025. There'll be advertising opportunities through product placement, as well as partnerships with fitness brands and influencers. And we're partnering with our friends at Futureverse to make sure we're Metaverse ready.
All right, so there you go. The tie-in is real. What we'll see potentially is maybe XRP Ledger starting to make its way into MetaQuest and the ecosystem around that. And if you look at
crypto companies, including Ripple, Coinbase, Kraken, and Gemini, form a new coalition with tech companies like Facebook, Tinder, and Hinge to combat scams.
A range of tech companies, including some crypto firms, are introducing a coalition aimed at combating online fraud and scams. The group, dubbed Tech Against Scams, includes crypto companies Coinbase, Kraken, Ripple, and Gemini. Other members include Meta and Match Group, the parent company of Tinder and Hinge. According to Match, the coalition gives members an opportunity to share information in an effort to prevent users from falling victim to fraud like pig butchering, a new kind of crypto investment scam that's been gaining traction in recent years. Chainalysis describes pig butchering as a romance scam, which got its name because of the way bad actors fatten up their victims by building trust to then get them to invest in a fake investment opportunity. In a statement, Coinbase's chief security officer said fraud schemes are becoming increasingly sophisticated and that the crypto platform is dedicated to disrupting emerging online scams through collaboration, information sharing, and enhanced consumer education.
And I have an article on that as well. And before I get into that, there is a lot of old connections in between Stellar, IBM, and Facebook around the old Libra token that didn't ever actually get to happen. And if we go back into the 2019 and 2020 timeframe, Facebook was essentially trying to create a stablecoin that was based on a basket of currencies, kind of like what the IMF talks about and kind of like what BRICS talks about too. So now as we get back into the tech against scams thing that includes Ripple, it will serve as a primary convening body where participating tech companies can collaborate on ways to take action against tools used by scammers, which will include sharing best practices, intelligence, and other tips and information. So if we go past what the articles actually say, for Coinbase, Facebook, Ripple, Kraken, and Gemini to now be working together. That tells me that there's a lot of it has a lot of understanding there in between all of those companies. And for Ripple and Facebook to be working together just points more and more towards Ripple and Facebook working together more and more in tokenizing the Quest ecosystem. Here is an article from May 21st of 2024 that does call out the exact same thing in that news clip that talks about Facebook and Ripple. So now as we get into Ripple and the whole tokenization of the quote-unquote metaverse and even gaming, there are a lot of connections there. And a lot of that points back into the network, which is the AI blockchain that has XRP as a gas fee token. And their ecosystem includes Warner Brothers, Reebok, FIFA, Warner Music Group, and a lot of others. And the 2023 tweet from Futureverse explains the $54 million funding round that included Ripple to scale AI and Metaverse tech. And that right there is pretty much an ad, and it just doesn't explain anything, and it just has that on the screen the whole time. So it isn't very interesting. So as we look a little bit more into the root network, Ripple has spent multi-millions in grants to video game developers to integrate the XRPL as its infrastructure. With NFTs and core player data on the XR, users will be able to have seamless content across all game worlds.
Futureverse right here, get ready, because all of this is happening in a couple of weeks. And this is where XRP is going to start to reveal, I think, maybe a bigger and more master plan around their gaming effort. So make sure and keep an eye on what is happening over on Futureverse. I want to get into another clip real quick. And this clip goes into Futureverse right here. Get ready.
Here is how XRP will be used as a gas token in gaming infrastructure. I have partnered with Ripple and the XRPL to provide rewards in the form of XRP. XRP will also be used as a network gas token. This combination will allow the root network token to grow and provide a high degree of liquidity for rewards for block producers. And here is more on the root network and multi-token capabilities involving the XRPL and XLS20, which involve XRP and NFTs and DEX integration. The in-chain DEX will also be integrated into the XRPX to draw liquidity to bootstrap network liquidity. And it's also talking about a multi-token economy, which includes XRP as gas and the root token itself, fungible assets, and liquidity and collectibles bridges on the Ethereum network.